Today I'm going to take you through a quick tutorial on how I color grade my footage in Premiere Pro for a cinematic and travel look. To get started, open Premiere Pro and import your footage. Select the clip you want to color grade and add it to your timeline. Then click on the Lumetri Color panel located in the Color workspace. I shoot all my footage in log, and in this specific example, since this clip was shot on my Sony a7 IV, it was shot in S-Log3, which is simply a flat image profile that retains more information in the highlights, shadows, and colors. It's essentially the difference between RAW and JPEG for photos. If you didn't understand any of that, that's okay, you can still follow this tutorial. Now, this is where my specific workflow differentiates from other creators, but there's no right or wrong way to do it. Just remember to always do what works best for you. Now, the first thing I do is convert my footage from S-Log3 to Rec 709. What this does is it helps take your flat looking video and converts it into a color space that most modern day monitors and screens can display, and also brings back your footage to what it looked like when you originally filmed it. Next, I add a color grade LUT to my footage to add a cinematic and unique style to it. As a beginner, you can use presets that other creators have made to help you. Personally, I like to use Sam Kohler's LUTs because that is the look I'm going for. You can adjust the strength of the LUT here as well as the contrast and saturation of it. Third, I like to do basic corrections. Now that I can see how my footage looks with conversions and color grade, I adjust the highlights, shadows, whites, and blacks, as well as simple S-curves to help the overall look of my footage really pop. And last, I do color corrections, which include adjusting the white balance, tint, and selective curves. Most of the time, I like to make sure that my exposure and white balance are correct when shooting, which makes it easier for me to color grade, but in some cases, you might need to touch these other tools, which are a little bit more advanced. I personally don't find myself using them too often, but I suggest experimenting with them, and you might find that you personally love using them as part of your workflow. I will put all of the LUTs I personally use and more explanations to the topics I covered in this video in my link in bio. Go check it out. I hope to do more tutorial videos like this, so let me know if you enjoyed this one and what you want to see me cover in the future. And make sure to follow me so you can be sure to see my future videos.